I had this constant heating or pain behind my eye. A few days later, I'm going, it's gone. Had an injury to my neck. It happened about 30 years ago. Backflipped into a swimming pool and hit my head and ruptured a disc in my neck. And then I did another one, ruptured another disc, and then got into teaching aerial arts and did the third disc. I put up with that about 30 years. It's one of those things that I think when you rupture a disc, it never really heals itself. I also suffered from really debilitating migraines, and it would come up from my neck and go behind my eye. And obviously when I was living in Australia, I went to all the doctors to test what was causing these migraines. You know, they say change your diet, do this exercise, don't do this exercise. I tried all the alternative health options. I gave up sort of with Western options because I didn't really want to be on lots of painkillers. And I was always looking for a way to fix it. And I was told that it would not be fixed. And then as I was getting older, the soft stuff between your vertebrae, you lose that softness. So you do naturally get arthritis anyway. So everything was not improving. And they suggested to have steroid or cortisone injections in my neck and my shoulder. And I just refused to do that because I'd seen friends that did not have a good result. So I went to many physios, chiropractors, acupuncture, which does give you relief for a short amount of time, but it never fixes the damage. When I came to Thailand, I realised in Thailand there were some really good health options, and I just started looking online. Eventually, I found Revival Clinic. I rang here and I spoke to George. As everyone said, he makes you feel at ease. He answers your questions really thoroughly and makes you feel really comfortable. So I felt very comfortable. So I came in here, I had the IV stem cells in January 2024, and it was super easy. The nurses are just so kind. It's relaxing, it's a great environment. It's obviously not a hospital situation. It's one of the easiest treatments I've ever had with the best results. I had really good results from the first lot of stem cells. It completely eliminated these migraines. Like I did not realize that I had this constant heating or pain behind my eye. A few days later, I'm going, it's gone. It's all the little things you realize as the weeks go on. And I had a very prominent lump from the disc damage in my neck. It just softened, it just went right down. And I was born with a little bit of kyphosis in my back. There was always swelling around that area. And in time, I just looked in the mirror one day. I think I was looking at a tattoo or something. And I'm thinking, and I'm touching it, and the swelling is gone. Like it's just all these little things you notice as you go along what are gone. But the first treatment, the migraine, was the really, really big game changer for me, and the reduction in this. Having this for 30 odd years, when I started back to do aerial arts, I was still getting a little bit of niggling, and I'm thinking, and I spoke to George and he suggested to have just the stem cell injection in my neck. And obviously I was not concerned because I really trusted the process of the stem cells, but I never had any injections before of steroids or cortisone in my neck. So I really trusted George and the surgeon to inject in my neck. I did the neck, and then 6 months later I did my shoulder, and that was really the icing on the cake to get back into doing yoga and aerial and swimming and everything, and to like not roll over in bed and go, oh, my neck. Those sort of things that happen as you get older, and I wasn't willing to accept that. In comparison to my health, it's just a huge change. I'm not in this constant pain, which I didn't realize I was till it stopped. I can do all the things I love to do, the yoga, the swimming, walking. I can try different activities or continue to do. If I go away on holidays, I can, jump in the pool without thinking the next day I'm going to be in pain for 3 days. It has really it's enhanced my life, and I'm just incredibly grateful that I've come here to do this. If anyone's thinking of coming to do stem cells here, don't look at it as your last resort. Look at it as something as your first option, because I've spoken to a lot of people here and I've seen people walk in one day and they've walked out the next day and they're different. I've seen that with my eyes, as well as what's happened to me.
It's like a miracle. It's like a miracle. I can't. I'm speechless. Yeah.
My walk was very heavy before. I dragged my feet very heavy. Now I'm lifting my feet and walking quite normal. So the treatment has done wonders, and it hasn't even kicked in yet.
And a lot of times speaking to those people, it's been their last option. And I honestly believe that stem cells up there in your first choice needs to be considered as a first option. And if I ever in the future get problems with knees or hips or ankles, and luckily I don't have anything like that, it'll be straight here again. I won't even give it a second thought. It'll be here and saying to George, I got a problem with my knee, my ankle, whatever, if it happens as I get older. And I know that it'll get sorted.